Lewis Carroll said in Alice in Wonderland, "If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there." Yogi Berra said it this way, "If you don't know where you're going, you'll probably end up somewhere else." And Henry Kissinger said, "If you don't know where you're going, every road ends up nowhere." That might be the least known of those quotes, but it's the one I think is best. If you don't know where you're going, every road ends up nowhere. You're here because you want to become a real estate investor. Cool. Real estate investing can generate wealth and passive income, but there's a lot to consider. I've often said there must be 1,000 ways to make a living with real estate, and probably 100 of those would make you a millionaire. You don't need me to tell you the benefits of real estate investing, but please humor me for 30 seconds while I review, just in case you're not 100% sure. Real estate could supplement your income. At the same time, there are significant tax advantages for investors, especially if you qualify as a real estate professional. In addition to growing your wealth, investing offers you stability, control of your assets, and diversification in your portfolio. Stock market weakens? No worries. Your real estate has tangible value. You probably have no problem picturing yourself as a wealthy real estate investor with stable income, financial freedom, and a wonderful life. The big question right now is, how do I get there? Well, I want you to picture it as a journey, and I'm about to give you a roadmap, the real estate investing roadmap. This is a turn-by-turn guide, and I'm going to show you that although there are decisions to make with forks in the road, there are several paths that will lead you to your desired destination, and that is real estate investing success. You want to be a buyer and seller of investment real estate, right? It's easy to assume this begins with the acquisition of your first property, and indeed, that is an important milestone. But the journey begins well before that. From the time you begin to consider investing in real estate, you will be answering some fundamentally important questions. Many of you will have already done this intuitively, but our roadmap makes sure you don't leave things out. The roadmap consists of multiple stages that lead to certain milestones. And to get you through these stages and onto the milestones, we provide courses where you build your knowledge, coaching where you refine your focus, and community that can give and receive feedback. Now, here's an important distinction between our REI roadmap and every other real estate training program out there. We're not going to just sit you in a seminar room and shovel information toward you, then push you out the door and say, "Good luck." Real estate investing doesn't work that way, which explains why 95% or more of those participating in the expensive training programs never make it work. Did you hear that number? 95% or more pay a lot of money and never make it work. The optimal way to do this is to get enough knowledge to get started, then start. With an experienced voice to guide you and a group of friends to encourage you and help solve problems, this is a truly learn as you earn experience. In the next few minutes, I'm going to review each of the stages and milestones in our roadmap. You're going to see that we've sequenced the knowledge you need through courses and integrated the community and coaching into the entire process. It's all right here. Everything you need, nothing held back. No secrets reserved only for Inner Circle members. Stage 1, early decisions. What do you want to accomplish? Where do you want to be? How do you want to get there? Why? Those are some of the questions you're going to face, but let me break them down a little bit more. What is my personal end game? You know, the end of the map, the journey where you're going, because we need to know where you're going. Do you want to own 20 single-family rental homes? Do you want to own 15,000 apartment units? Do you want to own a couple of mobile home parks? Do you want to fix and flip until you have enough money to invest in real estate syndications? What is it you really want to do? What's your end game? Then another early decision is, are you going to be active or passive? Perhaps you have a W-2 job or a career that you really like. You want to keep it and you just want to put some money into real estate on the side. Okay, that's a decision you need to make pretty early on. Maybe you want to be both. Maybe you want to be active in the sense that you're buying and selling investment properties, but also you're keeping some for cash flow and investing in syndications. All of it is possible. You just need to be thinking about it. Then another question, will I do this part-time or full-time? Your answers to these questions are not set in stone. You can change your mind. You can, life sometimes has a way of changing our minds for us. But I want you to be thinking about it, at least to begin with. Are you going to be part or full time? Another question, are you going to fix and flip or own rentals, or both? Then what asset class are you going to dive into? There are a bunch of different asset classes. And of course, we got started with houses, and we talk a lot about houses within the Flipping America Network, and we've got a ton of resources about that. But we can help you even if you decide to get into a different asset class as well. We have some resources for you in stage one. Now, the coaching and community resources are available to you in every one of our stages as a part of the fan membership or the Flipping America Network. The coaching is an optional thing that you can do, but we have done what we can to make this completely affordable for nearly anyone. So the coaching part is optional, but the community is there for anyone who is a member. And then here are some courses that are available to you when you are a member of the fan. And these are definitely some things that you need to consider, even if you don't join the fan. Life Builder, that's about your goals and destination. Find your fit in REI. We don't believe that fixing and flipping houses is for everyone, but let's find out what might be the best fit for you. And then the success mindset. A lot of our success, in fact, much of our success depends on what's going on in our brain. And we've got another complete course on mindset, but this is an introduction to some of those thoughts. Then we'll go to stage two, a working knowledge of REI. I mean, if you're going to be in this business, you need to know a few things about it, right? The asset classes, the terminology, and some of your tactical options. So we provide some courses for you here. REI Basics 1, terminology. There is a jargon just like there is in any industry, and there are acronyms and things that you need to know. And then there are just some basic things about real estate that you need to be aware of if you want to know what you're talking about, know what you're doing, and sound like it. Then we have REI Quick Start. This is a quick course. It's 15 lessons, and it's designed to get you out there and making offers in just a couple or 3 weeks. You won't feel ready. You won't be ready, but it's okay. We're right here with our coaching and our community to help you. And then we go into depth with the Flip Starter course. This is one of our flagship courses, and this is 40 lessons. It really covers the entire business of fixing and flipping houses, from finding them to funding them, fixing them, and flipping them. All aspects of that business are covered in this seminal course. Then we move on to stage three. We're finally in business. We've got to set up, and we cover a little bit of this in Flip Starter too, but we have to think about our asset classes and the activity we're going to be involved in. We're getting our funding in process because, it takes money to do real estate, and we're setting up our basic business structure. I remember sitting down in the office of an accountant who I'd been referred to, and I was getting ready to start this real estate business, and he looked across his desk and folded his hands and said, "So, how do you want to set it up?" And I said, "Man, I was hoping you were going to tell me." I come from the nonprofit world. I had never been involved in a for-profit organization or run a business, and so I was setting it up for the first time, and I had no idea what to do, and I didn't know what to tell him. And he didn't want to tell me, so I was kind of left on my own. I spent a lot of time and money chasing down the way to set up the business. You know what? We're going to save you that trouble, and we're going to help you with the basic business structure right out of the gate. So with your stage three resources, of course, the coaching and the community are there for you, but we've got these courses: Raising Private Money, your REI Team, Rent Starter, and REI Business Structure. It's all right there for you and available to you. Now, keep in mind, if you want to skip one of these courses or if you don't finish it, it's always available to you when you're a member of the fan. Then you're going to reach milestone 1. And we have set milestone 1 up so that you can get there pretty quickly. We want you to have a quick win. And this milestone 1 is all set up. You've made your early decisions, you have set up your business entities, and you've got your funding processes kind of underway. You may not have anything nailed down, but you're underway with it all. We will consider that milestone met, and we're on to the next thing. And the next stage is making offers, and that's stage 4. So in this stage, we're going to dig a little deeper on the numbers, and we're going to consider the basics of negotiation and the entire offer and acceptance process. What's involved in that? What does that even entail? So here are some resources available to you for Stage 4. REI Basics 2. This time we're digging deeper into the numbers and understanding how to run deal analysis and the formulas that I've used and developed over the years to run my own business. Then we're going to do a course on negotiation. It's called Negotiation for Busy Entrepreneurs. We're not going to do 60 lessons on negotiation and give you 300 things that you won't remember. We're going to give you a few key principles that anyone can memorize and keep in your mind, and that's going to get you 85 to 90% of the way home and get a lot more yeses to your offers. Then we're going to dig deeper into what's going on in the brain. Unreal Estate is the name of the course, and the subtitle is Making the Most of the Land Between the Ears. That's Unreal Estate. It's a course on mindset. Milestone number 2, your first offer made. Now, interestingly enough, you may actually achieve this milestone before you even achieve milestone 1. It's possible when you're taking the real estate investing quick start, but again, we want you to experience and feel some real wins here. So when you make that first offer, and it's also possible that you can wait until now to start making offers, but when you make the first offer, I want you to go into the community and tell everyone, make the announcement. We're going to celebrate with you about making that first offer, because there are some nerves involved in making that first offer. And then we're going to help you have your exit strategies in place and ready to pounce if someone actually accepts your offer. And this is a big one, overcoming fears, because now the rubber has hit the road, so to speak, and it's gotten real. So this is when it's easy to get nervous. That's what the community and your coaches are for. After we have started making offers, we're going to continue to make offers, but we're going to dig for deeper understanding. We're going to look at creative deal structures. This course, this is the stage, Creative Deal Structures, and there is one course in this that helps you understand multiple funding options and alternate disposition strategies. This one course, Creative Deal Structures, is designed to give you a broad overview, so when you approach a seller, you may be able to give them more than one offer. That's right. You may be able to construct an offer that takes less cash from you, and you're able to offer them a little bit more. That broadens your possibilities and gets you to yes more often. Then milestone number 3, you're going to get your first offer accepted. This could happen at any point, and when it does, all the learning that you're doing, whatever course you're in, we just put that aside because we've got to jump into the next phase. First thing is talk to a friend, and you've got friends in the Flipping America community. You've got friends in the community and you've got a coach. We can set up a way for you to do a consultation call and make sure when you get that first offer accepted that you've got someone to talk you through it and make sure. Now, when we write our offers, there is an escape clause, so you can get out of it if you realize right after you've made the offer that you've made an enormous mistake. We're going to do our best. We can't guarantee it, but we're going to do our best to help prevent you from making an enormous mistake. And that's why we want you to talk to a friend and get someone to review the numbers and make sure that you're on track and everything is okay. Then we're going to start the disposition plans, and all that happens in stage 6, and that's contract to close. We're going to learn how to do our due diligence. We're going to begin the rehab, and we're going to get that purchase closing checklist. All of that is included in the course, Contract to Closing 1. Contract to Closing 1 is the course that you take when you're on the purchase side. All of the things that you need to do, and it's going to happen quickly because you've got maybe a week, maybe 30 days before you've got to deliver and close on this property. So that's why everything else takes a back seat, and we jump right into this stage in this course and make sure that you have everything that you need to get that first property. Then stage 7, rehabbing. Now, you will have considered some of these principles already, but now we're going deep. Locating and hiring contractors, creating a scope of work, and the construction agreement along with project management and supervision. We go into depth in the course how to rehab. That's the only course in this stage, and it's a good one, and it's very deep. The reviews from this course are fantastic because we cover everything, and we leave no stones unturned in this process. Then, milestone 4, your first property moves out the door. Hooray and celebrate. You're either going to sell it or you're going to put it into inventory and turn it into a rental. And so the stage 8 is the contract to close for the sale. That's contract close 2 course, where we're doing contract negotiation. And believe it or not, after you're under contract, there will be additional negotiation. We'll talk about that. Due diligence, repairs, and the sale closing checklist. It's not as involved as what you have to do prior to closing on the purchase, but still there are some things that you need to do and you need to not forget, because it could cost you money if you forget some of these things. So we have the contract to close 2 course, naturally in stage 8. Then stage 9, alternate dispositions. Now, I know that your other possibility was a lease, but there are other things you can do besides leasing, long-term financing and the lease, and what to think about the management company. There are other things too, contract for deed and so forth, or installment land agreement, depends on where you are, what you call that. But we'll cover all of that in the alternate dispositions course, which is your course for stage 9. Stage 10, 5 deals. Basically, this is rinse and repeat. Just get 4 more deals done. Stay with us in the community and continue to ask your questions. And even before you move the first property out the door, hopefully you're making offers on the next properties. And after you've completed 5 properties, you'll achieve milestone 5, a professional certification. This is the Flipping America Professional Real Estate Investor Certification. What does it mean? Well, it really doesn't mean a whole lot to the rest of the world. It's not like it's going to get you into any college or university, but it can enhance your credibility. We'll give you this badge. We'll give you the permission to, and there will be a dated thing for each year. So you can use this on your letterhead or on your business card when you're out there talking to sellers. It can enhance your credibility, and it lets people know that A, you've learned some stuff, and B, you've got some experience. So this is a good milestone to achieve. Then stage 11, which is optional, is the coaching track. Some of you may wish to involve yourself in becoming Flipping America certified coaches. It involves leadership training and a coaching internship and group dynamics and advanced analytics and all of the things that you need to set up your own separate income stream for coaching. And there are courses and coaching involved in this, and I'm not going to go into, because that's a whole different roadmap if you want to go down that road. Now, that isn't for everyone, but if you want to go down that road, it's conceivable that you could become a Flipping America certified REI coach. And this gives you the opportunity to earn income as a trainer. And you do this by basically providing one-on-one mentoring for people in your community, in your group, they're your tribe, but they have access to all of the Flipping America content online that you've been through while you are providing the one-on-one input in their lives. You can help others on their journey, and you can make a positive difference in lives. Now, I know that all of this is a lot to take in. Real estate and real estate investing has a lot of moving parts. It's a lot happening, but we can help. What if there was a source that provided the information you need, a coach ready to help, a supportive community, all at an affordable price with no contract to sign? What if? Well, that's what we provide with the Flipping America Network, also affectionately referred to as the FAN. When you join the FAN, you can download and refer back to the REI roadmap, this roadmap. In fact, we have a cool kind of this roadmap is actually put into the website, and you can track your progress as you go. You get unlimited access to our library of courses. There's an online community of like-minded peers, a monthly live training, and the available weekly group coaching. It's a separate price, it's additional, but it's available. And you can access a unique property trading platform for the buyers and sellers of real estate investment properties. So join today. There's no contract to sign. You can cancel anytime. And we're even going to give you a money-back guarantee for your first month. Just go to flippingamerica.net/memberships to join. When I was a little boy, I remember watching my dad and a friend work on his company pickup truck. I was fascinated by their conversation, but I understood very little. It was the feeling I now get when hearing a Star Trek engineer talking about recalibrating the dilithium chambers in the port nacelles. The next time I was riding in that truck with my dad, I asked him how engines work. He asked, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, what happens to the engine when you turn the key?" My dad then told a story that thoroughly explained what happens from the moment you turn the key to the moment the tires start moving. It didn't turn me into a mechanic, but even as a young child, I was beginning to see that if you understand the big picture, you're better able to run your life or business or even your leisure time pursuits. When you see the desired end result and are aware of the process, it's easier to troubleshoot and solve problems and find creative solutions that get to the same goal. That's what I've given you with the Real Estate Investing Roadmap. You know where you're going and each of the steps to get you there. And you can get there. This is something that a majority of you watching right now can do well with just a little guidance, some self-discipline, and some determination. If you've made it this far in the video, I'm pretty sure you have what it takes. If you will provide the work and the commitment, we will provide the information you need at each and every step and point you in the direction of what's next. I look forward to working with you on your real estate journey.